Hey there, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to Team Lives on Fire New Coach Training. This video is about the 4 vital behaviors and the vital process. So you may or may not know what those are, but I'm going to explain exactly what they all are to you by the end of this video, how they work and why they are important. So as coaches, we have 4 vital behaviors that we are supposed to be engaging in every single day. And those are being a product of the product, personal development, inviting, and recognition. So being a product of the product, number 1. I mean, we kind of all hate the word product, right? But we have some awesome products, and we also have a lifestyle, and that's really where I want to go with this. Product of the product is catchy and easy to remember, but it's really about so much more than using Shakeology or using the performance system, doing Beachbody workouts. It's all of that, but it's the whole healthy lifestyle and a commitment to putting in the work and showing up and living healthy. And at least as far as I'm concerned, also having that kind of introspection of, you know, if I'm like reading food labels on one of our supplements and I don't like the ingredients, I'm not going to take it. I mean, so far, I love all of our supplements, but having that critical mind where you're really about doing what's best for your health. And fortunately, this company is committed to that too, which is what makes it so easy. That they have the systems and the products, and it's all put together for you, and you can trust the products and the programs. But so what I'm trying to say is, yes, you have to actually use Beachbody products to be successful as a coach, because otherwise it's kind of like, well, why are you part of this company? Why are you trying to earn an income with Beachbody? There are a lot of other ways to do health coaching. So, yes, you have to use the products, but it's not the be-all and end-all. And the most successful coaches are the ones whose businesses are about more than that, who have something that, you know, they're putting out their personality and they're motivating people and they're providing support and, you know, really buying into the whole coaching lifestyle and to the idea that what coaches do is real and is important. And, you know, we're providing real support for people. We're not just like, here, I sold you Shakeology, great, thank you, bye. Coaching is real and coaching is important. And the only way they succeed at making changes to their behaviors in the long term to become healthier is with our support as coaches. So all of that is wrapped up in being product of the product. And most of us who are trying to work this as a business, we understand that that is the very foundation. If you're not taking care of your own health and making that a priority on a daily basis, that you're not going to be an effective coach for others. But there are stressful times in life when sometimes it starts to fall by the wayside, you know? There are different struggles for everyone. For me, I start turning to candy and start turning to sugar for emotional support. Or there have been, well, I haven't really honestly had times when I've quit working out because that's my therapy, but some people quit working out for a while. I was really sick, and you guys probably know that story, but I was in the hospital and then I was really, really weak and sick when I got out. And I actually stopped my coaching business for a while. And looking back, I don't know that I would have had to do that. You can share your story and you can share how you're getting back to being healthy and the challenges that you're facing. So I guess my point is that you need to rededicate yourself on a daily basis. We all do. I do, you do, we do. We need to rededicate ourselves on a daily basis to doing what's best for our health and to learning and understanding more and more about that. And the only way you can fail at this is if you just completely, like, say you are just only posting about, I don't know, pictures of your kids or whatever, but you stop thinking about your health or posting about your health and you're not offering people guidance, okay? If your page just becomes completely about a different topic, then you're not a product of the product. So you need to be walking the walk and sharing about it. Okay, what did I say the second one is? personal development. So these are really the foundation. And this to me is related to being a product of the product. Like, we are trying to be a guiding light for people, and we can't do that if we're not filling our own cup. And if you are, so there are different takes on personal development. Most commonly, it's, reading something or listening to something inspiring, like an audiobook every day. And, for some people, it's the Bible and prayer. For some people, it's meditation. Usually, it should involve some sort of reading or watching a video just to get some new ideas into your head. But, prayer and meditation can be a source of inspiration as well for you to take that quiet time aside to come up with some new ideas. But so this also needs to be a priority. And how cool is that? That, this is a priority in our job, that the very foundation, it's not like, whatever, you got to complete this task by 5 p.m. No, you have to set aside time for your own personal development every single day. That's a must in this job. So that's such a cool thing to me, that it's something I would want to make a priority, but I might not be able to make time for. But here it's mandatory. Now, of course, no one is checking, and I don't know if all of my coaches are doing this on a daily basis, but I know from everything I've heard from successful coaches in the business, and I've seen it in my business too, we're more successful when we're consistent with personal development. So, and not just, so I try to weave some of the ideas that I'm reading about and journaling about and thinking about, try to weave them into my posts. And, if you are on your own health journey and you're doing personal development, you're never going to have a shortage of things to post about that are inspiring to other people. You're never going to be at a loss for ideas, and you're never going to be posting kind of the same thing over and over, because there are always going to be new things happening, or new things going through your head, new ideas that you're encountering. So those are just some of the reasons why personal development is really important. But I think also, as you start to build a team and your challenge groups start to get bigger, you start to take on more clients, we all need to grow as leaders. And, some people are kind of natural leaders, but even so, we all have things we can get better at and ways that we can help people better. And every single day, personal and professional development are two separate categories for me. And I try to do both on a daily or almost daily basis, watch a video about the business and do some reading for personal development. But I'm always coming up through both of those, coming up with new ideas for how I want to word things when I message people, or what I can do to motivate my challengers better or my coaches better. So, it's really, really important to just always have those new ideas and new things that you're trying to see if they might work better. And then, of course, when you hit on something that works awesome, you stick with it. But I think, especially in coaching, there are so many different personality types, and really understanding people is so important, and trying different tactics that work with different people. So personal development is really key for all the reasons I've just given. Now, inviting. Okay, this one is sometimes referred to as invite. It's so important. We had to say it 3 times. But the point of this one is, if you're not asking people to join you, they may not know that that's an option. I mean, they might be following along on your page like, oh, wow, Elizabeth really knows a lot about exercise, and she seems to be really motivated, and she has a lot of good knowledge about nutrition. That's cool. I enjoy following her page, and the thought process ends there. So now inviting can mean, and this is, the subject of training coming up. It's a big topic, but just for the purpose of this video, inviting can be a post on your page. Inviting to a challenge group, announcing an upcoming program that you're offering. And at the end, there will be, you might have the dates, that it starts on February 27th, and comment below for more details, or, you know, there's a lot of different ways to do that, but it could be a post or it could be a message. And, you know, sometimes we send messages like if I put up that post and people like the post or comment on the post, but then I might also message people who I know, who, you know, friends on Facebook who I've seen the post that they're wanting to lose weight in the new year or for the upcoming vacation, or, you know, sometimes people post things about that, you know, they try to eat healthy, but it's just not working, or they can't stick to an exercise routine. All of that is, you know, I start up a conversation, but then there are also a lot of conversations that I have going on at any given time. And this is a whole big topic in itself too, conversations and building relationships. So you'll learn where throughout the course of this training, you'll learn how and where to meet people, connect with your niche market, and develop those relationships so you get to the point where an invitation is natural in a situation where you've seen that somebody has a need that one of our programs can fill or can respond to. So that's just inviting that. I mean, we all know Beachbody products are awesome, right? So sometimes we kind of expect people to come to us. Like, okay, I'm sharing about that I'm doing Insanity and it's so freaking awesome. So people are just going to want to do it. But that doesn't usually happen. You have to invite them specifically, personally. So your business will not succeed if you're not inviting, and that's why it's one of the 4 vital behaviors. And then recognition was added recently, actually, but it's been a part of the Beachbody culture for a long time. It's really important. It's awesome. I think it's one of the best things about our culture. So recognition is just what it sounds like, that we recognize people when they do something good, and we just have a culture of really, you know, saying thank you a lot, praising people a lot, and recognizing people's strengths. And I think, to me, that's one of the best things about it. I just love that we help people find and discover and maximize their strengths. So there are some coaches who are, you know, super smart and knowledgeable, like, and are giving more kind of information-based coaching. And then there are some who are just really like sunny, positive people, cheerleader types, and it's all about motivation. And, you know, everybody has their innate strengths. And so you'll learn how to kind of attract the people, or people will be drawn to your brand of coaching, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So in coaching, or as part of this team, and as part of, you know, overall Team Beachbody, you learn how to connect with those people based on your strengths. And it starts with being recognized. You know, how good does it feel to hear, thank you, you did an excellent job. I'm really seeing you step outside your comfort zone and grow and do something you were afraid to do. So many of those accomplishments kind of get just bypassed or brushed under the rug or glossed over in daily life. And so they really deserve to be recognized. So we just definitely have a culture of cheering each other on, being really positive, saying, hey, you did awesome. And I think it's so important just in life in general. And so it's something that I really strive for in my own life, but how cool to be part of a company that has made it an emphasis. It's really changed the way I relate to my friends and my family and my husband by thinking about the power that recognition can have. So, I feel like there was more I wanted to say about that. So I might have a little thought that I come back to, but but I'll move on to the vital process. So you got your 4 vital behaviors, and then there's a whole process that this also was a recent addition that I think is really good. And I'll tell you the reason too that this was added. So from what I understand, the company was noticing that, I mean, this is an awesome income generating opportunity. And I have to say, there's no level of income that's guaranteed. It all depends on the skill that you bring and the work that you invest in the business, of course. I mean, in what job is anything guaranteed? That, you know, if you didn't show up for work, are you still going to get paid? No, you have to put in the work. But so anyway, it's not guaranteed, but there is tremendous income potential in this business, and people were seeing that and joining, hoping to make a quick buck. And it just was something that was becoming more of a problem in the company as, you know, people started to see some coaches have success. Then they started getting drawn in for that reason, financial success. And, you know, I don't want to say that we lost our way, because I don't think that we did, but that was, you know, kind of a trend that corporate actually wanted to nip in the bud, because, you know, when we started, we were all about providing support to people and helping them lead healthier lives. And that's still what it's about. And that's what it has to be about. But there just were some people who, I guess, weren't here for the right reasons, if you want to borrow a phrase from The Bachelor. But so now we have this vital process to just really put it in writing, black and white, that it really is about a healthy lifestyle first. So instead of drawing people in and saying, hey, earn a whole bunch of money as a coach, it's about trying the products, trying one of our programs, actually being a participant first, being a challenger first, and then, you know, and so that's why as a new coach, or all the new coaches on the team, I really expect them to be a participant in a challenge group for their first month and feel what that's like. Because before I was a coach, I was a challenger, and I got totally hooked by being a participant in the challenge group. And it goes back to what I was just saying about recognition, that small thing of having somebody just comment, like I post about my workout, and my coach Bridget would say, way to go, and all the other challenge group members would say, awesome job. And it felt so good to have people just cheering for me for doing my daily workout, you know, or making my goal of how much water I wanted to drink. So that really simple framework was so powerful, and that's what you feel and experience and understand from being a challenge group participant. So we really want people to experience that first, and then from there you move on. Obviously, if you're a new coach, then you move on from a challenger to coaching and bringing in some of your own people and either helping to lead our group programs or leading your own program. But there's also kind of some steps in between. And so like I said, if you're already signed up as a coach and you're seeing this and you had never been part of a challenge group before, you're kind of on like the express track. But but there's a process that we want to take people through. So if they're a challenger, they had a good experience, they loved it. And there's even maybe a step before that where somebody's building a relationship with you and they're seeing what you're all about and learning about a healthy lifestyle from you, but they haven't signed up for a program yet. Okay, so it goes from a newbie to a challenge participant, then enthusiast and advocate. So they have a good experience in the challenge group. They're like, whoa, that was awesome. And then when they get to that advocate, they might have signed up as a coach for a discount at that point. And, you know, maybe they're telling their friends how much they love Shakeology, what a great program P90X is, and maybe they've recruited a friend to join a challenge group too. So an advocate is someone who's maybe posting on social media about Beachbody, and maybe even they're a discount coach, but they're not actively working it as a business in the sense that they're going out there and trying to meet new people, grow a network, build a brand, and build a team. So there's, you know, advocate could be a discount coach, but the coach is kind of that, you know, the completion of the vital process. So I hope that makes sense. So we have the 4 vital behaviors, and then the vital process is not something that you would do on a daily basis, but something you have in the back of your mind on a daily basis as what you, what's kind of the goal. It's not just hey, become a coach because I made a lot of money at it and you can too. We want people to really be buying into the lifestyle of being part of a community and supporting one another, because when people get into the business and they don't understand that and they don't believe in that, then they just kind of go around that process and it gives the company a bad name, quite frankly. We just all have to be, we don't want coaches who are not devoted to helping others lead healthier lifestyles. We just don't, because they don't fit with the fundamental values of the company. So the vital process really just describes how we want people to come into the company. All right. So you have 4 vital behaviors, vital process. Any questions, definitely shoot me an email. And thank you so much for watching. And thanks for being part of the team.